Alright, got the parts in my hand. See, most Teslas just have a plastic thing there on the mirrors, but mine has glass. Even actually, Model S has a little glass thing. Yeah, little glass segment, so you can see better, I guess. But that's what broke. At least it didn't break the whole window. So I've actually got three pieces here. I've got the glass itself, the full mirror assembly, and then there's a black cover, painted cover that matches the paint. We're right down here. You can see where it's broken off. Gotta fix that. Denise got to use the bathroom here at Tesla. So did I. All right, this is supercharger number 2200. I just disconnected the trailer, which is over there. So I'm gonna lock this thing up while I do a repair on the door. All right, so here are the parts. This is the piece of glass. This is gonna be new. Replacing the shattered one. This is the cover, actually for the black cover for the mirror. And then here's the mirror. I guess this is all I need. Yeah, apparently this is all I need. It's got the wiring harness attached. So I got the front open, I gotta take this off. I did another video just by taking the panel off, if you wanna see. Hopefully, I don't know which one's better, but this one, this is what I need. You gotta pry underneath. Try not to break the clips. I broke one here already. Almost forgot about taking these out. Gotta do that first. And there's one tab under here, see? You gotta push down. Even if you've broken loose all these, and watch my other video on how to do it. There, that comes out. Then we got 1, 2, 3. Actually, I didn't put that one back in. And 4, which is in here. Nuts that are 10 millimeter. Take this thing. Oops, I just pushed it down. So rubber mat exposable. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. And once you get them going, you can just do them by hand. Just make sure you don't drop any of these bolts in the door. That's the hardest part. Don't do that. All right, then the whole panel just drops down because those clips are only holding it and the bolts up top. And we're gonna need to loosen this electronics. Just be careful of it. Loosen the 4 bolts. I think they're 8 millimeters, 2 on the bottom. And then you gotta get access because the wiring from the mirror over here has to be fed through here and pop out, and you need extra clearance to get it through. All right, once you do that, everything is under this weather strip. You gotta pull it, and I noticed that earlier I took the wrong bolt out. This may be why I thought it was different. One of these actually holds the door latch on. Maybe that's why the car's malfunctioning. I need to put that one back in, and I need to get this one back out. You see that right there? It's a special socket. I'll show you which one it is. And these are metal bolts in aluminum, so you have to be really careful with them. Don't over tighten them, and they're really hard to break free as well, I've noticed. Just gotta give it a lot of pressure, constant pressure. All right, I think this is a size T27. Make sure you get the right size on there. That's the right fit there. That's good. All right, so I got the hinge one back, and I'm loosening this last one. This one was already loosened the other day. This was no problem. Note that some of them have, like this is just a metal ring around it, but some of them have, these two, 1, 2, I believe, have weather stripping on them too. Let me show you why they look different. They have, well, this. You've got some extra washer on the back, and they go in those 2 spots. Just remember that. All right, so I've got them all out, and actually this one didn't seem to go in right. I hope you don't accidentally take that one out like I did, because you shouldn't be taking that one out. Anyway, the rest of this should be coming loose. Let's move this out of the way. Okay, so we pulled this out. This is the frame that we're replacing with the glass already in it. And then this looks like it adjusts. That holds the mirror, I believe. Yeah. Let's make sure all this fits. And we gotta pull all this glass off of here too. It's not supposed to be in there. Looks like something got cut out of here. Actually, maybe that's supposed to be like that for that part to fit in. I think it is. So clean this out first. Well, in looking at this design more carefully, it looks like that was a bolt for the mirror and the hinge together, so I gotta take that one back out. Okay, so here's the wire I cut before. The whole frame should come out now. It's just kind of in the way. Yeah, there's that last bolt. See, that's what's left. That's where it broke off. Oops. So I can't damage these wires going back in. But now we start to do everything in the reverse order that we just did it to get it back in. And make sure you get all these little pieces of glass off. These are glued. I don't have any glue. I might really need some to seal it properly, but I don't have any on me. Just take all these pieces of glass off without cutting yourself. I recommend this more if you have gloves. Better. Don't use your bare hands. Now we have it pretty clean, so I'm gonna put the mirror in, reverse order mirror, then frame with glass on it, and then the cover will go on last, assuming I have time to do that. I hope I do. So first we're gonna drop the wires in, and then we're gonna pull them through here, manually. I know Elon's trying to get his robot to do that, but this is gonna be hard, even for a human to do. All right, well, even with my big hands, I still got it through here, you see? There they are, I pulled them through. I just can't show the camera while I'm doing it, but then this thing drops in. See, it's got 3 bolts that attach it. Let's just make sure that we don't pinch anything. The wire goes behind the door there without pinching it. I had to finesse it for a little bit. I didn't want to go straight, but as you can see, when it's down like this, then this kind of lines up like that, and you can put the screws in. I'm not sure if those go in first or the other part of the frame goes in. Well, actually that goes over here, so it may be totally separate. It may not even be related. I think we're gonna tighten these down first. Those three bolts. All right, you can see how that hole's lining up. We gotta line this one up top too, and all 3 of them have to line up, or you can start putting those bolts in. Line them up, put the bolts in, do them loose, and then we'll tighten them once we're sure everything's in place. So this first one I got going by hand. That's what you want to do. Make sure you're not cross-threading it. We got 2 other ones up there. This highest up one had no black washer on it. It was just straight without a washer. Oh, that doesn't line up. Wait a minute. Actually, I suspect that this one also is a second bolt on the mirror or the glass frame. That's probably why. This one though, I think had a washer on it. I'm gonna put that one in next. Also got this one going by hand. Just threading by hand, make sure that you're on the threads correctly on both of these. So these are good. Now I gotta put that glass frame in. All right, the glass frame, it does seem to have some extra clearance in there. And then here, so let's pick it up. Let's take a look at how it goes in. Not sure what that big hole is there for. But is this the right? Yeah, okay, that fits right. Oh, actually, that hole is for that. See, I saw this little thing sticking out. You see that? I guess that just has to go in there centering for alignment. See, that's probably what that is, just an alignment hole. Alignment something. It goes in them. So we got alignment hole, and then it looks like these are both threaded, 1, 2, and then this one up here is the extra width. What's already threaded on the 3rd bolt for the actual mirror. So these are all kind of related, which is why when one breaks, the other one breaks. But at least it doesn't break the entire driver's side window, you know? So I'm just kind of wedging it down, and it has to go down further than that. Okay, I wedged it all the way down, and it looks like that's it. Now we want to line up. There's got to be a bolt hole. I don't see one there though. Maybe I put it in too far. Where is? gonna take a look at this again. Yeah, it's actually all the way up. So it's gonna be down like that. Okay, we have to go a lot further down in here. And actually, it may also go in with this bolt here. I think I may have to take, see that bolt right there? I think I also need to remove this one. I only hand tighten, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. So there'll only be one of these holding the mirror in while we're doing this, but at least the mirror won't fall down. Make sure you have at least one of them in there. Okay, I got that one out. It's a little styrofoam blocks that's going on. Let's try to get this back in here again and line everything up. Okay, got it to slide in, and you know, because you got all these threads that are lined up. It takes a little while, but look, they're all, I'm gonna put that weather strip up there. There's threads here that line up with that hole, threads that line up with that hole, and also on the top too, we were talking about. That one I was pretty sure, yes, it needs to line up with this, and then we start putting those in by hand, and then we'll tighten everything down securely after that. And Denise has brought me drinks to keep me going. From Whole Foods. We're always here at the supercharger here in Sarasota. We might as well do all our car repairs here too. It's like the new Walmart parking lot, right? Cheers. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is hot. I gotta let this thing cool down. All right, so while Denise does car yoga to get in the back, we haven't been able to open this door, and actually now we can't open that door because it's in the full sun. As you know from Model X's, when you have full sun beating down on a Falcon Wing door, it doesn't want to open, and even if it does, everything expands. So you don't want to even try. Things will crack and break. All right, so this is what it looks like. I think we can take these off. We're not gonna need these. And I don't know if it's the same insignia that's on the other one. I have no idea, but it's not gonna be tinted, unfortunately, like the rest of my car, but we'll deal with that. I got enough damage out here that I gotta get repaired eventually. And I gotta figure out how to unbolt this fender. That's another video, so that I can straighten it out so the door doesn't impact it. Right now it creaks. Right down here, I think, is where it touches. It's not good at all. Makes a loud pop. Make sure you line everything up here on this top one. It can be a little difficult. It already was, but I got that. And then do the other ones by hand also. All right, so we got all of them in here, hand tight. This one's very tight now. But all of these, I guess, make oh, there's one missing up there. Yeah, we can't forget about that one. All right, after playing around with them, I think this is the right order. I think these two have the washers. This is very hard to get to because you have to force this mirror towards you. It's very shallow. These are deeper. This is more like an accessory one. And now you can start tightening them down with force since you got them in by hand initially. Remember, be careful not to over tighten these. All right, once you're done tightening, just check to make sure everything's snug and secure. Then we have to attach the electrics, which are pretty easy. Actually, this came off, which you probably will. It's your latch, so you have to put it on before you put the door on. Otherwise, that won't work. This is pretty straightforward, as you can see. And actually, you want to tighten this down on here. This kind of gets clamped in there, so that tells you kind of where to tighten it down. So we can tighten it down first, I think, before we do that, unless this slides on there. I wish it was out a little further because this is gonna have a lot of cable in here. I guess it goes up like that. Sorry, I moved the camera down. Okay, so I'm gonna tighten these, put these bolts back in and tighten them. All right, then we just connect these. There should only be one way to connect them. Yeah, it's in there. And this one. So we got the electrical connections. Just put this back on. It goes right into slot on here. Only one way to go in. I gotta put the camera down, but that's how it goes in. Then we put. Actually, let's. Yeah, we can't really check to make sure everything lines up. Actually, I can adjust the mirror potentially. I'm gonna try that. Yeah, it's moving. All right. Good. Now I put this back. There we go. Got that in. Ready to put this panel up back up. I'll put the 4 bolts in first on the top, or at least some of them. Wait, I forgot one thing. This weather stripping, it just has to kind of go into place here. This is your only chance to adjust it before you put that door panel on, then it holds it in place. And I don't have any glue for this, but we'll be okay. That's snug. Okay, now door panel. So before I put any pop these rivets back into place or clips, I'm putting at least one of these in bolts to hold the door panel so I can adjust it without something else breaking, taking the weight and pressure off of that. All right, so one of them's mostly in, so this should be able to pop into place. It's kind of I think that's it. Then we put the rest of the bolts in. Make sure all those are in there. I think so. And this works. Yep, it's gonna start to move. Okay. Oh, I gotta clean some glass out of that. See, there's glass in the hinge. Clean all the glass out you can before it damages something. Much better. But this last one, you have to hold this out while you tighten it. The motor's gonna try to close on you, but don't let it. Then the last thing is that this goes on. And I hope this is going to line up right because there is no real adjustment in there. I mean, it is what it is. So, tell you what, before I put that on, I'm going to check to see how this does when you close it. Of course, that's my... All right, it does close and it seals. It's way better than it used to be. It's not tinted. You can see that weather stripping in there. Don't like that. I have the old tint from the old one. I might be able to put that piece on. I don't even know. And then the mirror. Let's get the cover on there. Hopefully this pops into place. Here's what we've got. Yep, here it is. Got lots of onlookers over here. Looks like it just snaps into place. Yeah. This one's still not all the way down. I can see it's not quite lined up. It's lined up there, but well, maybe it is. I'm gonna try to put the camera down. I think it was not quite down, it's down now. Hopefully it won't blow off on the highway. I can take this tape off. I'm gonna save this in case the other side goes. Who knows? I'll need it again. I hope not. This looks a lot better. So if this is valuable to you, please give it a thumbs up. Like it. And subscribe to the channel and give me any kind of pinpoints or tips that I missed. Oh, I found a part that fell out too before I put this last trim piece on. Let me show you. I don't even know what it's for, but maybe someone will notice it, or years later I'll figure it out. Yeah, I gotta fix that panel. This is the piece that I found on the ground. Oh, maybe it's from somebody else's car. I don't know, but I'm gonna hold on to it just in case. I don't know what it is, what it's for. This little mat thing drops in. You have the LED light showing. I didn't get that quite right in there. You won't be able to see it. It's okay. And this piece, lots of little clips. There we go. That's it. Let's see, hopefully this works well. Alright, door shuts. That fender still needs work, like we said. And hopefully the window. Ooh, that doesn't sound normal. It sounds very weak. I've noticed that after this collision. Maybe it did something to it. I don't know. But it looks like that's sealed. I think it is. We can even run the air conditioner, which I know we need. Let's knock it down to 70. Get rid of that one. Ooh, that one's making some weird noises. So that's it. That is bad. You can see how this whole thing got pushed in, so it shoves it out. see if I can bend it out a little bit. It'll prevent a lot of that from happening. I gotta put the phone down. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye. Look at that, there's no more big Tesla panel gaps. It's totally, there's no gap all the way down here. That's the problem. This whole thing has to shift back. I don't even know if it can. For some reason, it got shoved that way, maybe when this thing rotated off. But this is still working, but I need to get this camera off to get this pan. These are bolt on. That's another whole other video. And if you have any tips on how to do this, let me know. I will use it in my next video. I can't believe Tesla drivers, they leave their carts here. It's crazy. And then I saw somebody on a disabled person on a scooter who couldn't get by, and they had to knock the thing over into the parking lot earlier. It was crazy. Oh, supercharger number 2200. So good to have a driver's side mirror. It was so dangerous driving without one. This is what I was using. I could hardly see anything. Unless I stuck my head out the window, basically.